You still can't see that. Alright. Welcome back. This is day 2 of my recording for 15 minutes every day in Aries season. Today has been a beautiful day. It is warm in Minnesota. I woke up to the sound of piano, and the first thought in my mind was, oh my god, is this my cousin who is just fantastic at piano, and I've missed him so much. And hearing that just filled me with such a sense of love and appreciation for the people in my life and how inspirational they are. So I reached out to him and asked if we could hang out. And turns out he's busy because he has a competition tomorrow. So I wished him the best. But then, later on, one of my other friends who I haven't been able to see for a while had reached out to me and asked if I was free. So I am so excited about that. We're going to go to the mall later, which also ties into what I've been thinking and reflecting on, because the mall itself is such a March Aries season feeling place. And I'm referring specifically to the Mall of America in Minnesota. It's one of those places that is ingrained in my psyche, and I realize it's a recurring environment for my dreams to take place. And I recently had a dream that I was working there, and yeah, I don't know. It just felt like today is the day to go to the mall. So when he reached out to me, I was like, heck yeah, let's go to the mall. So the way that things work out, and then, oh, my family had this brilliant breakfast. My mom made cinnamon rolls, and they did eggs, but I am vegan, and I had some leftover vegan bacon from the herbivorous butcher that we put into the oven or the air fryer, and everybody loved it. And they said that our verdict is that it tastes like pumpernickel chips, but like better because it has protein. I'm not glorifying protein. I'm just saying that it is important, and as a vegan that lives in a predominantly non-vegan household that didn't know how to work with plant-based forms of protein, adjusting has been largely convincing my family that I am getting adequate amounts of protein. Hence, I talked about protein bars in the last video. That's been one of the ways. So, anyways, that made me very happy. And then while I was looking into the Herbivorous Butcher website, I discovered that they have a spring bundle that can arrive before Easter. And last night I was talking to my father about being more inclusive around considering different diets when we do our Easter meal, and we couldn't come up with a great solution that, both parties were satisfied with. But then when I saw that they had that bundle, I brought that up to him, and in the past that wouldn't have gone over well, but it was received with openness, and that meant a lot to me. If you are watching, Father, I trust that you're not going to judge. My dad knows that I love him very much, and he knows that, and I know that he loves me very much. So all of this is said with complete, I don't have anything against my father. Please, I don't know why I feel the need to justify that. Maybe there's something deeper worth exploring. There's always something deeper worth exploring. But anyways, then after breakfast, my parents and I went on a walk, and it was just gorgeous. And parts of our conversation came up that I didn't bring it up. It was brought up by another party, but it seemed to heal a part of me that I had struggled trying to explain for a very long time, and to no end. like, not doing... I'm just so baffled by it, really. It's... I tried, I fought so hard, and just the fact that somebody else living through their life circumstances can come around and see things in a more peaceful way, in a more deeply reflective way, in a way that shows that they understand themselves more, means a lot to me. And I think that I'm just so excited for how our relationships grow. And I'm so fortunate to have parents and family who, although, like, of course we're imperfect, but we make attempts to communicate. And I probably from my parents learned to value both self-reflection and communication from a young age, despite the environment that we grew up in, which is crazy. Not to get hung up on that, but I just thought that was, like, probably the most magical thing to happen today, in a day that continues to get more magical. Let's see how much time we have left. We have 8 minutes left. We're doing great. So, on our walk, we came across some parent and child, and just struck up a conversation. I have been wanting to learn Portuguese since I was recommended to learn Portuguese from another friend, and now here this figure comes in and offers to help me learn Portuguese. Like, I don't know, just the essence of today, and I don't know if this is going to pan out, I don't know, but the fact that all these opportunities are coming in, it's like sign after sign of the more that I trust, the more that what is meant to find me will find me, the more that I cast my dreams out and release and live and laugh and love all of the things, the more that things really do feel all right. And I know I love the tarot, I love astrology, I love all these mystical things, because they give me a symbolic way to ground myself in the... I don't want to be speaking out of my butt. They give me a symbolic way to communicate my experiences. They give me a path to asking further questions about myself and the world around me. And at the same time, I approach literally everything with so much skepticism that... Okay, so I'm aware that I construct the meaning of my life. And that can also cause a lot of anxiety, because you put yourself perpetually in a state of, I really, at the end of the day, know nothing, no matter what I do. And it can feel like I can feel pressured to then control all of my emotions, to feel happy all the time so that I attract abundance, or to convert all of my rage and sadness into something beautiful. And I think that that is, it has gotten me far. I mean, it's gotten me exactly where I am right now. But at the same time, it can cause a lot of suffering and unnecessary pressure. Kind of going back into that reading that I did the other day for the spring equinox, all of these pressures that we place upon ourselves that really weren't ours to carry. I don't know. I'm going to continue reflecting on that reading, and I'm so curious to see how it plays out in this coming year. Speaking of reflection in the coming year and the spring equinox, I've been reflecting on my past writings, and that's kind of how the topic of the mall came up, because I realized I was writing a lot about the mall in March, and I was really last March. So yeah, today on a day where I've been self-reflecting about that just feels right. I just rambled for a good chunk of time. Oh, 4:44 on the clock, no way. For 10 minutes. I feel like checking out what the astrology is and maybe pulling a tarot card for fun, because that is what we're here for. So, alright, yeah, we got the sun just entered Aries, Venus is still in Aries, the moon is in Taurus today, which might explain why I've been so hungry. The moon is exalted in Taurus, by the way, so all of the Taurian qualities, like abundance, wealth, accumulating resources, feeling good, can be really emphasized. And one of the ways that can manifest is being extra hungry, and also being extra generous, and also experiencing a lot of generosity. So that's also going on. Anything of note that's calling my attention? Mercury's still in Pisces. Mercury's direct now. Mars still in Pisces. Yeah, not really seeing anything off the bat. So, let's pull a tarot card. Let's close this with a tarot card. Or maybe an oracle card. I'm not going to spend extra time deciding. Okay, what time do we have on my timer? We have 3 minutes. Alright, I grabbed the Ethereal Visions tarot deck without really thinking about it, so I'm trusting that this is what we're meant to do. Also, I've been thinking about singing. I wanted to mention that, again, for documentation purposes. I might pick up a guitar and just play some loose covers for you. Yeah, because that sounds fun, and maybe my soul needs that. Let us take a deep breath, and we will draw a tarot card for the rest of the day. Do you have a favorite tarot card? Oh, yeah, we got a couple. If there's a card that's been really calling to you recently, I would love to hear about it. Okay. So I'm going to set my mic down, so the quality of my voice is going to change, but you'll still be able to hear me because I know you will. The Magician fell face up, and then face down beside it, we have the Sun and the Two of Cups. Wow. I am not going to immediately try to interpret this. I'm just going to let us sit with it. I'll show you the cards again. You can pause the video if that was far too fast. But yeah, the sun is coming out. That's so exciting. And we have the power to create our realities. And that seems to be a big almost overwhelming theme recently. So take care. That seems to be... Oh, wow, we still have 30 seconds together. Okay, what can I say to you in the remaining time? I can say, do you want to see my writing? Do you want to see my writing? Because I have so many writings. I will send you my writings if you would like to read them. You can email me. mcg.marzi@gmail.com. And that is all. I love you lots. Take care. Have a brilliant, brilliant day. Bye-bye.